After being held hostage for more than 5 years, an American woman, her Canadian husband, and the 3 children they had in captivity are now free. But tonight, they remain in Pakistan. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin is at the Pentagon tonight with a look at why. Good evening, Jennifer.
Good evening, Brett. The U.S. military had planned to fly Caitlan Coleman, her husband Josh Boyle, and their 3 children to a U.S. military base where they could be examined by doctors before returning to the U.S. But I'm told Coleman's husband, who is Canadian, refused to board the U.S. military plane, fearing the U.S. government would arrest him. Boyle was once married to the sister of al-Qaeda-linked Guantanamo prisoner Omar Khadr. The release of Coleman, Boyle, and their 3 young children, all born in captivity, took place inside Pakistan. They were released to Pakistani forces based on a tip from the U.S. government.
I want to thank the Pakistani government. I want to thank Pakistan. They worked very hard on this, and I believe they're starting to respect the United States again.
In 2012, Coleman and her husband were hiking outside Kabul in a Taliban stronghold. She was 7 months pregnant at the time. The family was held for 5 years by the Haqqani Network, a Taliban offshoot with ties to Pakistan's intelligence service.
They've been essentially living in a hole for 5 years.
Last night in Pennsylvania, not far from where Caitlan Coleman is from, President Trump hinted at the good news.
Something happened today where a country that totally disrespected us called with some very, very important news.
The family was last seen in this hostage video in December, pleading for then-President Obama to help them. Don't become another Jimmy Carter, Coleman begged. 2 more American hostages are being held hostage by the same Haqqani cell. Last year, Navy SEALs attempted to rescue an American professor in eastern Afghanistan and a man from Massachusetts. U.S. officials tell me this was a negotiated release, not a military rescue by either the U.S. or Pakistani military. The State Department has been pressuring the Pakistani government to use its influence on the Haqqani group for some time, Brett.
Jennifer Griffin live at the Pentagon. Jennifer, thank you.